Okay, when I say bees, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Honey, right? But what if I told you they make something else, something that's way more powerful? It's like their personal pharmacy, their construction crew, and their security system all rolled into one. Today, we are diving deep into the amazing world of propolis.
I mean, just picture it for a second. You've got tens of thousands of bees packed into this tiny space. By all rights, that should be a total breeding ground for germs and disease, right? So what's their secret? How do they stay so incredibly healthy? Well, they've got a secret weapon, a really remarkable substance that basically puts a protective shield around the entire colony.
All right, so here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll look at what it is, nature's secret armor. Then we'll cover its healing touch, how it works as an internal guardian, the actual science inside it, and wrap up with how to put propolis into practice.
Okay, let's jump right in. Section 1, Nature's Secret Armor. And to really get what makes propolis so special, we've got to go straight to the source, inside the beehive.
So, what exactly is propolis? You can think of it as the bee's ultimate multi-tool. They're super resourceful. They go out and collect this sticky resin from trees, right? Then they mix it up with their own special enzymes and boom, they've created this incredibly powerful stuff. They use it for everything. Sealing up cracks, sure. But the really crucial job? It completely sterilizes their home. It's like an invisible shield against any nasty invaders.
Now here's where it gets really interesting for us. This amazing natural protectant isn't just for the bees. It turns out the very same stuff that protects the hive can do wonders for us too. So let's talk about that healing touch and how propolis can be a first line of defense for our bodies.
You know, this isn't some new discovery. For literally centuries, people have been using propolis for skin healing, and its power is pretty remarkable. We're talking about something that can help soothe everything from a simple cut or burn to those really frustrating things like cold sores or even acne. So how does it work its magic? Well, it's kind of like a three-step process. Step 1, its antimicrobial action cleanses the wound, fighting off any potential infection. Step 2, its anti-inflammatory properties get to work, calming everything down and reducing swelling. And then, for the grand finale, and this part is just incredible, it actually helps stimulate new tissue and collagen to grow, actively rebuilding and repairing the skin. Pretty amazing.
And that healing power isn't just for your skin. It actually extends to your mouth too. Propolis can be like a natural bodyguard for your teeth and gums.
Yeah, it launches this whole multi-pronged attack on common mouth problems. It actively fights infections, it helps cut down on that sticky plaque buildup, it can soothe the inflammation that comes with gingivitis, and it even helps stop cavities from ever forming in the first place. Okay, so we've covered how it works on the outside of our bodies, but honestly, the real power of propolis might just be what it can do on the inside. So let's dive into how it acts as this internal guardian, protecting our systems from the inside out. And this chart really paints a clear picture. Look at that. The biggest chunk, a whopping 40%, is all about immune support. But it doesn't stop there. It's also a major anti-inflammatory and a powerful antioxidant. It really is a true multitasker when it comes to our internal health. I really love this way of thinking about it. Propolis is like a personal trainer for your immune system. It's so perfect, isn't it? Because it doesn't just go in and fight germs directly. Instead, it acts as an immunostimulant, which is just a fancy way of saying it helps train your body's own defenses to be stronger, faster, and more responsive. So you might be wondering, how can one thing do all of that? Well, its power really boils down to 5 key properties. Count them. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory. This 5-in-1 powerhouse approach is the foundation for literally all of its benefits. And believe it or not, the benefits just keep coming. It fights something called oxidative stress. You can think of that as being like rust, but for our cells. So it provides this deep protective shield at a cellular level. And there's even new research suggesting it could help support heart health and maybe even help our digestion by fighting off bacteria like H. pylori, which is a big cause of stomach ulcers. Okay, so what's the actual secret sauce here? What gives propolis this incredible range of superpowers? Let's peek under the hood and look at the science inside to find out.
Yeah, it might seem like magic, but it's not. It's just really, really cool chemistry. The secret is that propolis isn't just one thing. It's made up of hundreds of different active, natural compounds, and they all work together in harmony to create these amazing effects. We can actually group all those compounds into three main teams. First up, you've got the flavonoids. Think of them as the bodyguards. They're powerful antioxidants that protect our cells from damage. Next, you have phenolic acids. These guys bring the anti-inflammatory and germ-fighting power. And finally, you have terpenes, which add yet another layer of antimicrobial protection. Altogether, they create this incredible synergy.
Okay, the science is definitely impressive, no doubt about it. But what does this all mean for us in our day-to-day lives? How do we actually use it? Let's get practical and talk about how to put this natural armor to work.
And really, this quote says it all. It's that unique combination of powers that makes propolis so unbelievably versatile. I mean, think about it. When you have just one substance that can do all of those things, antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory, the potential ways it can help our health are just huge.
So if you're looking for it, how do you actually find it? Well, it usually comes in three main forms. For skin stuff, you're going to look for topical creams and ointments. If you want to take it internally, you can get it as a liquid extract. You can just add a few drops to a drink, or you can find it in easy-to-take capsules for that all-around systemic support.
And that really brings us to a final big picture thought. You know, as we learn more and more about these complex, incredible substances like propolis, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? In our constant search for better health and wellness, maybe a big part of our future is actually about looking back and rediscovering the powerful pharmacy that nature has had waiting for us all along. Definitely something to think about.